The phrase "stop the boats" has become a key part of debate over asylum seeker arrivals into Australia. The question of what to do with unauthorised boat arrivals has been across many Prime Ministers' desks and has won and lost several elections. It all started with this boat, the MV Tampa, when it was catapulted to national headlines 20 years ago. In August 2001, a small fishing boat called the Palapa 1 begins to sink in international waters with 433 asylum seekers on board. They're mostly Hazara people from Afghanistan, fleeing from the Taliban. They're stuck about 140 kilometres from Christmas Island, and they write help and SOS on the roof. Australia's Rescue Coordination Centre is alerted to the Palapa and sends out a message to all ships in the area to assist. A Norwegian tanker, the MV Tampa, hears the message and agrees to help. It reaches the fishing boat and finds hundreds of desperate asylum seekers. Some were unconscious, some with dysentery, and one pregnant woman was suffering abdominal pains. The Tampa's captain, Arne Rinnen, plans to drop the passengers off in Indonesia. But a delegation of 5 asylum seekers approaches the captain and demands he takes them to Christmas Island, an Australian territory. The captain agrees to change course, but Australia refuses to let the Tampa in. The standoff goes on for days. Australia provides food and aid, but the Tampa passengers get more and more sick until Captain Rinnen loses his patience. He declares a state of emergency and crosses into Australian waters without permission. Australian authorities react by sending 45 SAS troops to board the ship and prevent it from reaching Christmas Island.
The government was left with no alternative but to instruct the Chief of the Australian Defence Force to arrange for Defence personnel to board and secure the vessel.
Prime Minister John Howard and his coalition government rushed through a series of laws called the Pacific Solution, which allows asylum seekers arriving by boat to be processed offshore. From the Tampa, 150 asylum seekers get sent to New Zealand, and the rest are sent to Nauru. Australia's tough stance is criticised internationally. Then, on September 11, 2001, terrorists fly planes into New York City's World Trade Center. 2,977 people are killed, including 11 Australians. Border protection and security becomes a big election issue here in Australia.
But we will decide who comes to this country and the circumstances in which they come.
5 weeks after the Tampa, another sinking fishing boat carrying 223 asylum seekers starts sinking off Christmas Island before it's rescued by the HMS Adelaide. Immigration Minister Philip Ruddock claims the asylum seekers threw their children overboard as part of a ploy to get rescued. This claim is later thrown out as untrue in a Senate inquiry. In November, John Howard's Liberal National Coalition wins the federal election with an increased majority, and border protection becomes a mainstay of Conservative politics. The next year, Captain Arne Rinnen and the crew of the Tampa are awarded the Nansen Refugee Award by the UN for their bravery and commitment to refugee protection for rescuing the 433 souls on board the Palapa 1.